This is a quick demonstration to show you how to create a horizontal navigation bar similar to like what you see right here on the website using nothing but cascading style sheets. Now if we start out and we'll make this as simple as possible, here we have a bulleted list, just some text down here at the bottom. Nothing really too impressive right here. Now if we look at the HTML on this page, there's not a whole lot here either. Here's the bulleted list. Pretty typical what you would see of a bulleted list. We do have a div tag here that identifies this as a primary nav element. Now if we were to take a simple style and place this in the header, create like an inline style here, paste this in here. Now if we save that and we go back and look at this page and just simply refresh it, you see how much of a difference adding a little style sheet can to a simple HTML page. Let's go over some of the content that's actually inside of this style. What we have right here at the top, this defines the primary nav by itself. So if we break this apart, it'd be easier to illustrate it. So if we remove all these other components and just leave this here, save this, go back and refresh this page, you see that just basically creates that bar across the top. Now if I go back and add this element, go ahead and save this again. You see right here we're defining a primary nav UL, so this refers to the beginning of the bulleted list. So if we go back, refresh this, still not doing a whole lot. All that HTML pretty much does is just remove the list type. It removes the leading bullet that you have that's there by default. Now we add this next element, paste it in there. You can see this refers to the beginning of the actual bulleted list, and we're telling it to display this list inline, which basically by saying inline we're asking it to put it horizontal. So now if we go back to this, refresh it, now we have our navigation bar horizontally. Now let's add this element to the style. And what this does is basically makes it a little bit more graphical, makes it look a little more interesting than just a plain underlined hyperlink. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Now you see we kind of have the beginnings of buttons. Right now if we hover over top of them, they don't do a whole lot, but they're still there. They look a little nicer. Now if we go back to our style again, we can add a little bit more to the style and make these buttons look like they're interactive, so they do something when you hover over top of them. So we add this right here. A hover tells us that when you hover over top of a hyperlink, it will change color. We'll change color, and we'll also add a text shadow to it, and we'll change the color of the font as well as the background. So we click save here, go back, refresh it again. Now if we hover over top, we get something, get a little bit of a little interaction with the navigation bar. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and build upon this in the upcoming YouTube videos. So I hope you enjoyed it.